What's up, y'all? Welcome back to The Raging Atheist. I'm your boy Nakasuchi, and today I want to tell you guys how I became an atheist.
Shut up, man. I'm the pastor.
For what?
Now, I've talked about how I was raised to be a Christian, and we weren't really religious. I was first started going to church that I can remember with my grandma Mar when I was a little kid. And I didn't really like it, and I don't really remember too much about it except that I thought it was boring and I didn't really want to go. And we never really did church after that, just never really did. Every once in a while, we'd have to go to church for some reason or another, and I despised it. So I never liked church. We were never religious. We just believed in Jesus, you know, and Jesus was God, and we believed in God and hell, and for some reason, we thought that even though we didn't follow any of those tenets, that just believing was enough. And it wasn't until later when I was actually reading a lot of books, I started to read a lot of books, and that was my downfall because I actually read the Bible. I actually read, you know, history surrounding my religion, and I was, you know, I had always thought it was bullshit, but then I just couldn't really deny that it was fucking bullshit anymore.
Excuse me, brother. What we call drugs is 74th Street Baptist Church. We call us sin.
Well, around here, between Normandy and Weston, we call this here a little twin.
Wow.
Nigga.
So I started to look into other religions. You know, I was like, you know, I don't really believe it. You know, and at the time, I'm not so sure now. You know, I know some people don't believe that Jesus ever existed. I'm not so sure. I think maybe Jesus did exist. Maybe Yeshua ben Joseph did exist, and I'm still researching, man. I don't know. I just don't know. But I just don't believe that he was a god, even if he did exist. I don't believe that. I don't believe in that this whole Yahweh concept of what God is to these people. And so I started to look into other religions, and I started to look for it. And I was a Buddhist. I was a Taoist for a couple years, and then I became a Native American spiritualist once I really started to discover, you know, my heritage and you know, the Cherokee blood that runs through my mom's side of the family. And I followed Wakantanka, the great spirit, the one god of the Cherokee, for quite a few years, and I was that hippie guy with long hair and damn medicine bag around my neck, you know, baggy pants. I was that kid, that 20-year-old.
Told you. The weed be letting you know. Evil lurks.
And then I just realized it's all bullshit. I just came to that conclusion. I naturally went from that to just atheism. Like, man, none of this shit really makes any fucking sense at all. And I always say I've been an atheist for about 10 years, but if I'm really honest about it, if I really think about it, I think I went from that Native American spiritualism around when I was 24. So that makes me a full-out atheist for 16 years now. And in that entire period, I have not stopped my research. I have been relentless. If I can prove myself wrong, then I will gladly subscribe to the religion. It just hasn't happened yet.
Let's give him a little bit for my cataract.
You didn't put in on this, man.
You know, I'm ending my career in the restaurant business for good this time, hopefully. And, you know, last night I'll have something that I'll take with me. I have a customer, and he's clearly not all there in the head. Said he was for Bernie Sanders the last time, and I'm like, yeah, you're kind of what made us look bad. But I mean, I'm not talking shit. It's just he wasn't all there in the head. But he told me I need to go home and I need to find Jesus, and I need to pray to Jesus to ask him for a sign. And he's like, I guarantee you will get a sign. And guess what? I did that. I did it again, and I've done it so many times because so many people tell me to do it. Now, you know, I'll do it, and it never happens.
Nope. Neither's Brother Jones. They both at work.
Well, your ass need to be nigga.
You know, Jesus Christ is a man that changed the world. Whether he existed or not, Jesus Christ changed the world 2,000 years ago. You cannot deny that. So, I'm not, you know, he's not a god. He's dead. He's dead. You know, get over it. And You know, I was a quiet atheist for a long time. I was so worried about what other people would think about me if I came out with my atheism. I was so worried about, you know, pissing people off if I were to tell them what I actually knew about the history of the religion they follow, yet they don't know their own history. They just turn a blind eye to their own history, to their own religion, to what their religion said even 30 years ago compared to what it says today. And you can see how the religion, as liars have to do, completely shifts, changes the narrative to fit its original story. That's what liars do. So I became an atheist because I just cannot tolerate it. I just cannot tolerate a fiction. And I became an open atheist because of Dusty Smith, and I explained that in my top 5 video. So if I haven't released the top 5 video of my favorite atheist YouTubers before I release this video, then it'll be coming out soon, because I've got a plethora of videos. I'm way ahead of schedule, and so I don't know when I'll release what when. Hopefully my facial hair will line up. And I made this channel, I believe it was about 6 or 7 months ago. I was doing my politics thing over on Life Considered, and I just, you know, I was so obsessed with politics, so obsessed with the country voting in Donald Trump. I didn't think it was healthy for me.
Look, she bending over. Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. Excuse me, brother. Miss Parker! Miss Parker!
So I wanted to make a channel about atheism because I always wanted to do atheism on YouTube. That's why I started doing YouTube. The whole Life Considered thing was just an experiment to talk about the thing I knew most about. But I always wanted to do atheism. It's what I'm most passionate about. So that's why I made this channel, and this channel's getting better. I think, you know, the technology's gonna get better. I'm going to be hopefully starting a new job soon that's gonna pay more money. So I'll hopefully be able to start investing back into YouTube again soon. And it's only going to get better, guys. So please support the channel by hitting thumbs up. Share me on your social media. Comment in the comment section below. And please subscribe. As always, I am Nakasuchi, and this is The Raging Atheist. I'll see you soon.